Hi, I hope this is working. This is new, so don't be alarmed. Um, there's a new version, so that's what happened on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went to broadcast and everything was a mess. And what we didn't realize, there was new versions of things coming out. Cheryl spent a lot of time trying to get me back on here, but then I went to log in and it was all crazy looking. So I'm gonna have Bob check and make sure you're actually that we're seeing this, okay? And then we'll get started. We're going to start lying down today. So if you want to get your comfy spot, a blanket, we're going to do breathing lying. I just want to make sure it's up.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk. You know, because of everything that's going on in the world, they're coming up with new versions of everything every single day, I feel like, which is cool. But I do wish they would let us know when I need to take 5 extra minutes before a class, so I can get it ready. And Bob, just so, because you're here, really quick, the internet all day today has been really slow, and yesterday, so when we're done, if you could, like, if everything's good. Okay, so let's start lying down. Is it okay? Am I live? No. I don't want to start till I know I'm live. It says I'm live. It says On Common Ground is live now. Hi, I hope this is working. Okay, we're good? Okay, we're good. This new version works. Okay, so let's start lying down. And we're going to come to our breath. And we're going to start with those even inhalations and exhalations. Taking that breath up through the belly, expanding the ribs, bringing it up to the chest, and then exhaling all the way back down. And we're just staying with that breath, inhaling and exhaling with about the same length. And when your mind wanders, we're going to go back to the breath. I like to put one hand on my belly and one hand on my chest so I can actually feel the rise and fall of the chest and belly. Most people, for most of their lives, breathe backwards. So when they inhale, they actually bring their belly in, but that's not very effective. Try it. Inhale, suck the belly in while you inhale. Good. It's like a choking. So now inhale and let that belly get huge. Now let's try to increase the length of the inhalation and exhalation, maybe just by a couple of counts. Stay there with the breath at about your 6th count. I'm going to go put the puppies away. They're like moaning in my ear. Come on, babies. Come on. Come on. Sometimes they can stay and they do quite well. Not today. And now let's really increase the length to about an 8 count. But don't let yourself go as far as that you're gasping. Again, remembering when the mind wanders, just go right back to the next inhalation. Let's bring that breath back down to about a 6 count. Let's do 2 more times through with the 6 count. And then we'll go back to a more normal and natural breath. And if the eyes are closed, we'll go to opening the eyes. I'm going to go to a cross view so you can see the minute movements we're going to do. So staying laying on the back. We're just going to bend the knees and bring those heels in as close to our tush as possible. And from here, we're going to inhale and bring the sacrum up. And on the exhale, we're going to point the sacrum down. So we've just got a slight pelvic tucking, inhaling, bringing it up, exhaling, bringing it back down. Just giving some movement to the lower spine. Two more. Okay, we're going to extend that left leg on the ground. Bring those arms out to the side. Keep the right knee bent. Nice deep inhale. Then we'll exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. Change legs. Exhale over to the right. So we're just going to work back and forth with the breath. I'm going to come back to a more straight posture here on the ground. Me and Bob aren't knocking each other over. And we're just going to work with the breath moving in and out of the twist. One more time each side. And then the next time your left knee is bent and you come across the body, we're going to hold. You can tuck that left foot behind the right knee and we'll gaze out over the left arm. Nice deep belly breath in our first twist. Two more deep breaths. Then we'll inhale back to center and exhale, trade sides. Get that right knee, bring it across the body. Tuck that right foot behind the left knee and you can gaze out over that right shoulder. Again, nice deep belly breaths on this side as well. 2 more breaths. And after that last exhalation, we'll inhale back to center. We're going to extend those arms overhead here. Okay. And the legs are extended as well. We're going to bring those arms over to the right and then the legs over to the right. So we're making a C. We've got this nice big stretch in the left side body, and we're just breathing into that. Sending the breath under the arm. You can actually take your right hand and grab the left wrist if you want to get a bigger stretch on that left side body. 2 more deep breaths. And then we'll walk ourselves back to middle. And then go over to the left. So arms first, then you can bring the legs over. We're breathing into that right side body. You can hold on to the right wrist if you'd like a bigger stretch. Nice deep belly breaths. We're just making a C. Are you cooking, Bob? With the neighbor? Somebody's barbecuing right by us. Not nice. 1 more breath here. And then we'll come right back to center. Let's see, what do we have next? Okay, we're going to bend the knees again. I'm going to come to the side so you can see better. Bending the knees again, just like we're going to set up for bridge, but we're not going to do bridge. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, we're bringing the knees in for that reverse crunch. Inhale, slowly bring it back down. So we're working with the breath, coming in and out of this, totally engaging the core. Two more times. Okay, last one. And as we release in this last one, really try to control the downward movement, not letting anything just collapse or release back down to the ground. We'll bring those legs down to the ground. Let's take our hands behind the back of the thighs and rock and roll. The next time we rock, we're going to come right over, cross those legs into all fours. Okay? Of course, we've got to do some cat-cow because it's the best. On the inhale, the belly drops, shoulders come back, head rises. And on the exhale, spine rounds, chin tucks. Working with the breath here, in and out. Two more. Last one. Now after we go into cat here, we're going to push right back into child's pose. Let's open those knees and really breathe into the low back. Nice deep belly breath, sending that breath to wherever's tight. Sending that breath to the low back, upper back, under the arms. Let's walk those arms all the way over to the right. Just a couple of breaths here on that side body, just like the C we made, the crescent moon line. And then we can walk those hands all the way over to the left. And after your last or your next exhalation, we'll come back up to all fours. Now this time, instead of having the hands directly under the shoulders, we're going to walk them out a few inches. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, we're going to come out across one hand, then the other, and then we'll exhale back. So we're going to inhale, come across. Exhale, push back. So working with that breath. Getting that nice big hip movement. Now we'll turn that around opposite direction. So inhaling forward, exhaling back. Same thing, just going in the opposite direction. Two more times this way. And last time. So we're going to stay here. We're going to bring those arms a little bit forward for puppy. Nice deep belly breaths. Again, we're working under the arms, low back, upper back. Now we're going to take those hands and walk them over to the right. Everything else stays down. Okay, so we just walk them over, head stays down. You can put your chin on the ground or your forehead. It's one of those weird, like if you have glasses, it's easier to put your forehead down than your chin. One more breath. And we'll walk it all the way over to the other side. Head stays down. And then we'll walk those hands back to center. So we're going to do a small flow that's going to start in puppy. So we've got puppy. We're going to inhale up into cobra. Then exhale back into downward facing dog. We're going to take a couple of breaths in each posture, okay? So for now, let's just pedal out the downward facing dog because it's our first one. Get those calves nice and released. You can move the hips back and forth. We're pushing into the earth, so the sacrum's coming up to the sky. Okay, so here we go into the flow. We're going to inhale, knees down, arms extend. Puppy, 2 breaths. On your next inhale, into cobra. 2 breaths. Shoulders come down the back. Legs are engaged. Then, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. Okay, let's move it to 1 breath. So knees come down, arms extend, 1 breath. Next inhale, cobra, 1 breath. Next inhale, downward facing dog, 1 breath. Okay, let's do it a little faster. 1 breath, 1 movement, okay? Knees down, extend, puppy. Pull forward, cobra. Push back, downward facing dog. Knees down, puppy. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more times. One more. Here, let's take 2 breaths here in downward facing dog. Ooh, shoulders tired. And then your next inhalation, we're going to look between those hands and hop or step forward, forward fold. So being our first forward fold of the day, bend those knees. Think about giving yourself some space in the low spine, hip joints. You can even grab at opposite elbows and rock back and forth. Nice deep breaths. One more breath here. Then we're going to take a generous bend of the knees and roll up nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time. Head comes up, laugh. Woo! Oh, hi. You guys are talking to me. That's the first time anybody's ever put anything in the sidebar. Okay, let's take that nice big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale halfway up. Take that nice flat back. Exhale those hands down to the mat. Hop or step back into plank. On the inhale, we're going to come forward on the toes. On the exhale, push back plank. Inhale forward. Couple more times. Then we're going to lower down, knees, chin, chest. Couple of breaths here. On your very next inhalation, we're going to push those legs back and come into our first little baby cobra. Hands come off the ground. We're only going to come up as high as our body can hold us. Two more breaths. Then we'll push away from the earth, go back into downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. And after your next isolation, we're going to lift that right leg up into the sky, ground the left heel. And on your next inhalation, look between those hands, plant that right foot in between. We're going to pivot the back foot, cartwheel the hands over for triangle. So let me set up here. Front leg is straight. Arms are out to the side. We've got the shoulders coming down the back. We're going to inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring it back. So we're trying to extend our spine here. Find that length. Two more times. Okay, the very next time we go down, we're going to bring our block. So bad about that. Coming forward, cartwheel around, left arm reaches towards the sky, right arm pushes away from the earth. And we're extending that spine. Couple more breaths. Really reaching, opening the heart center. After your next exhalation, we're going to take that left arm, replace it where the right one is, and twist over to the right. Now, if you can extend the arm and keep the shoulders stacked, please do. If not, find your spot. Left arm pushes away from the earth. On the exhalation, we keep working on that twist, trying to stack those shoulders. Two more breaths. Let's take that right hand, bring it back to where the left was, cartwheel the arms over, back into beginning triangle. Okay, next inhale, left arm comes down the back, right arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale that arm up again, and bring it back. Two more. It's a silly puppy. Last one. Okay, we're coming back. Those arms are out to the side. We're going to pivot the right foot. Wide fold. Hands out on the hips. If you want to have your block out in front of you in between here, Wonderful. We're going to come halfway down. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, bend those knees slightly. Come up. Exhale, bring it back down. So work with your breath here, in and out. Two more times. Okay, the next time we come down, we're going to hold. Going to come all the way down. Keep releasing on that exhalation. On the inhalations, we're going to extend that spine. On the exhalations, tuck the tummy, come on down. And we're going to keep working in this manner. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, extend the spine again. Exhale, come down into that fold. Two more deep breaths here. And after that last exhalation, we're going to walk those hands back out. Bring the feet in just a little bit closer. Come on up. So, in the pattern of movement, we're all going to go and turn towards the back of our mats, but I'm not going to because I've seen people do this and it's bad. So you're going to pivot left foot for triangle. I'm going to turn around so you can see it in the front. Okay, left front's totally straight, arms are out by the side, shoulders come down. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. So still working with the breath, coming in and out. Really reaching. We're trying to get that spine as long as we can before we come into that triangle pose. Two more. And once again, I've left my block not in front of me. Okay, grab that block. And the next time you pull forward, we're going to go right into triangle. Left hand pushing away from the earth, right arm reaching. Nice deep breath. Two more. We're going to take that right hand, bring it to where the left one was, and make that twist to the left this time. Right hand pushes away from the earth, creates that space in the spine. Two more breaths. We'll take that right hand away, bring the left hand there, cartwheel back up. Inhale, that left arm up, right arm comes down the back. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale it up again. Exhale, bring it back. Same pin, remember? Think roses. Avery has his first, big girlfriend.
Okay, bye.
And now he's leaving because he's mortified. One more. And so it's her birthday tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go back to where you are so I can pivot us around in a normal fashion. Okay, so pivot that left foot. So we're going to go back into that wide forward fold. Open the legs wider. Internally rotate those toes. On the next exhalation, we're going to come down again. Arms down to the ground in front of us. We're going to inhale the left arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring it back. So we're going to work back and forth here. Really opening. Trying to get that nice shoulder extension. So maybe we can stack the shoulders. One more time each side. Okay, we have the hands down on the ground again. Let's bring those feet a little bit closer together. Bend the knees. Come on up. Come back to the top of our mat. Yay! Maybe I didn't get you there as functionally as I'd like. Okay. Let's do a little work in goddess pose. We're going to open the legs nice and wide. Come down. We're also going to extend the spine. Tuck the tailbone. Okay? Once we get all of that figured out, we've got the arms by the side. Okay? We're going to bring them out. Inhale back. Two more. Then right arm up, back to center, left arm. So we've got inhale, exhale. One more time each side. Arms by the side, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So just working with this, building some strength on the inner thigh. Two more. Next time we come down back into goddess pose, we're going to take that right arm up and over and hold. A couple of deep breaths on this side, opening up that right side body while building the strength in the inner thigh. Nice deep breaths. One more. Inhale, back up, come all the way up. Exhale, come back down. Breathing into that left side body now. Working on the external rotation of the legs and the strength on the inner thighs to hold us. Two more breaths. And then we'll inhale and come up. Let's go back down to the floor. So we're going to go back down to the floor lying on our back. I'm going to go sideways again for a view. What time is it? 6:31. Okay, arms out to the side, legs in tabletop. You have options. First option is here. The next option is here. The third is to start here and then extend here. So I'll show you what we're going to do. Nice big inhale. We're going to exhale, bring both knees to the right. So this is where you have options. You can either extend the legs, keep them bent, or keep them extended, okay? And inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. So we're working with the breath here, back and forth. Ooh. It's enough to just have those knees bent and work back and forth here with the knees bent. Great oblique work. One more time each side. Then we'll come back to center and almost directly bring those knees into chest. Tuck that chin. Keep the sacrum down on the ground. You can rock back and forth if you'd like. Woo. Okay, let's do a little bicycle work. The yogic bicycle is much slower than what we normally do. Normally bicycle, right? We're here all fast. So it's much slower. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, left knee. Inhale back. Exhale, other side. Inhale back. So nice and slow here, controlled. My body decided this is a good time for a hot flash, so that's really exciting. Two more each side. One more. Arms are out to the side, feet come down to the ground. Just let those knees go back and forth. Woo. You think there'll ever be a day when I appreciate a hot flash? Probably not. One more time, each side on this. Okay, this time we're gonna hold. So we're gonna get back in that bicycle position, right elbow, left knee. We're gonna hold for 6 breaths. Here we go. Nice deep belly breath. Both feet are engaged. Three more breaths. Last one. Bring those knees back into chest. Tuck that chin. And if you would like to rock back and forth, we're going to move over to the other side in a second. Okay, left elbow, right knee. Here we go, 6 breaths. Nice long breaths. 2 more. Bring those knees into chest for the last time. Tuck that chin. You can rock back and forth. Somebody's at the door. They'll stop in a second. Okay, we're going to work in a nice big twist, which is a great thing after the abdomen work. And it's kind of close to what we were doing before. So arms are out to the side. We're going to take that tush, we're going to pick it up, move it to the left. Exactly what I said. Yeah, it seems weird. Extend those legs up in the air so the tush is still to the left. We're going to try to bring those toes over to the right hand, okay? Then we're going to rest into this nice big twist. So really, really reach. Set those legs down. Shoulders are on the ground and we gaze over that left hand. Nice deep breath. Try to relax into this. You can hold your toes if that's available. Two more breaths. Let's bend those knees. Come back to center. We're going to set up for the other side. So, arms are out to the side. We're going to pick up that tush, bring it to the right. Extend those legs up in the air. Then we're going to try to bring those feet to the hands. Okay, here we go. Really work. Then try to get those shoulders back down on the ground and gaze over that right arm. Again, nice deep breaths on this other side. Always remembering when we twist to start with the twist on the right. It's the direction that the colon goes. You can do both sides, but the way that everybody likes to do it is right side first. The smaller twists, it's good to do right side first, but especially these great big twists. One more breath. I'm going to bend those knees and come right back to center. So let's put those feet on the ground. Heels as close to the tush as possible, comfortably. We're going to go back to that reverse curl and bring it back into plow, okay? So actually, let me go sideways. Arms are down by the side. You take that nice deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring those knees in. One more time after this. We're just going to do it once to warm up that back again. Now, the next time we bring those legs over the head, we're going to reach for the floor behind us. Now, you have some options here. You've got to tuck those shoulders to get the height so you're not crushing the throat. And then you have options. You can put the hands behind the back, laying them down on the ground clasped, or you can even bring them so you can hold your feet. Now, if your feet don't get on the ground, you have an option. Pretend I had a block there. You can have a block here. You could also, if this is uncomfortable and not good to sit in, you could put the block under and just be up in the shoulder stand. So now if you'd like, raise those legs, come into shoulder stand. Deep, deep breaths. When you're ready, bending those knees, bring the legs back into plow. And then controlled, coming down one vertebrae at a time. And for those of you who know yoga, we're going to go right into fish pose. So once those legs come down, we tuck the hands under the tush and bring the head upside down. Nice deep breaths. Open up that throat that we just collapsed. 2 more breaths. And after that last exhalation, we'll untuck the head, bring the hands back out. Where are we at on time, Bob? 41. We got a couple more minutes, so let's do a couple more things. Laying down on our back, we're going to extend that left leg, keep the right knee bent, tuck the chin. Nice big inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, right knee to chest. You're going to inhale those arms back up. Trade legs, exhale, left knee to chest. So back and forth with the breath. They're being very skittish in there tonight. One more time each side. Now the next time that right knee's in, we're going to hold. We're going to bring it in. Remember to tuck the chin again. Then we're going to make small circles in the hip socket. In one direction at first. And then we'll turn that movement around other way. And then we'll release that right leg down to the earth. On your next exhalation, bring that left knee in. Tuck the chin again. And make those circles in the left hip joint. And turn that around to the other side. And we'll release that leg down to the earth. We're going to take the right foot in the right hand for half happy baby. So just know that if that's not something you can do to get that hand hooked onto the right foot, that you can use your strap. Okay? You can hold the outside, inside, or I like to hold the big toe. You can also bend the left knee if you'd like. We're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to try to bring that knee closer to the body. Inhale it back up. These are small movements for most of us. Exhale, bring it back. Super tight place for me. So we're just going to work with the breath, extending and flexing that leg. Remembering to continually bring that chin back down, tucking the neck back in. Not the neck back in, the chin back into the neck. One more time. We'll release that leg. Go over to the other side. Left hand comes to the outside, inside, or the toe. Nice deep inhale, extend that leg. Exhale, bring that knee in. This is probably my least range of motion position. 2 more. Okay, let's bring that right foot up to meet the left. I'm going to go sideways, because I'll show you how to use the strap for this. You can always just come here, tuck the chin, sacrum comes back down. Or you can take the strap, bring it up to the feet here, and you use your arms to bring those knees back in. What I actually like to do here is then open up my legs, since I don't have the flexibility to keep them bent. And take those nice deep breaths. You can rock back and forth from this position. Couple more breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to release those legs down to the floor. Bring the soles together for butterfly laying. That itchy. You want a little bit bigger of a stretch, you can get into football arms or bring those arms up overhead. Both work wonderfully. And we're just letting gravity open those inner thighs. I was thinking about topic today to talk about, and all I could think of was that we're all feeling not very useful. Like that seems to be an overwhelming need. If there's anything else you'd like to do before Shavasana, please set up. Happy baby again. Maybe you want to rock. Maybe you just want to get some hip movement. So I've noticed there's a hopelessness amongst people, especially the younger people who aren't used to this, who don't know that there's other things going on than this. And they just seem so hopeless. And I know with my own kids, I keep trying to tell them I'm going to go get essential oil for Bob. That the best way to not feel hopeless, right, is to give back. So, I don't know, I can talk about it with my kids all the time and I can do it. But that doesn't mean they engage with me. So pick that place. So going into Shavasana, you can be lying, you can have legs up the wall, really anything you'd like, butterfly. If you're lying on the ground, let's start with relaxing the face. Letting the eyebrows release. Letting the mouth relax, really relax. We're going to tuck that chin so the neck's in alignment. And the palms are up. And the fingers can curl, what they naturally tend to do. And the belly will soften. Thighs become heavy. And we're focusing on those exhalations. Nice, long, deep exhalations. we'll start by deepening the breath. Sorry, my puppies really thought that was a time and invitation to play. And knowing that every exhalation is another opportunity to release. What else can we let go of before we come back to a seated position, before we come back into the room? Small movements to the wrists, ankles, head. And then when you're ready, coming over to the side and then up to that seated position. Let's take that nice big inhale. Gather up everything around us, the energy, the love. We're going to bring that all down to the third eye so we can feel things, intuit them clearly. Down to the mouth so we can speak calmly, consciously. And down to the heart so we can give and receive with everything we have. Thank you for being here with me on a Friday night. Thank you for still being with me here 2 months later. I appreciate you all so much. We're going back to the Wednesday at 12 o'clock workout. And this Wednesday, I'm going to do stretching because I haven't done that before. So Wednesday at 12, it'll be on Common Ground. And every Friday, we'll do yoga. And then I know Jen Holt does a Thursday. I don't know what time, to be honest with you. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy today and tomorrow's weather because we're going back into like winter. And have a good one. Bye, everybody. Bye, Ann. Bye, Grace. Bye, Patricia.